I'd like you to come to the Philippines, invest in our country.
The success of the Philippines is really success of democracy.
As I travel more, I realize what the Philippines can really give and how beautiful it is.
A globally competitive environment for investors, the Philippines is Asia's new business hotspot. Long overshadowed by its neighbors in terms of economic growth and socio-political development, Asia's sleeping tiger is slowly waking up. A cluster of over 7,000 islands, the Philippines is the second largest archipelago in the world. It defies geographic convention, divided into 3 island groups: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. The capital city is Metro Manila. Its strategic location makes it a critical entry point to the 500 million people in the Southeast Asian market. The Philippines offers vast trade opportunities and is an ideal base for business.
The Philippines is an emerging economy with a modest economic growth of 5.4% on the average every year. We've been growing for more than 30 consecutive quarters. We've been hit by the global financial crisis, just like any other emerging economies. But we're resilient. We're not as badly affected in the sense that we have a large domestic market.
Amidst its problems, the Philippines is a survivor. Culturally cast away from the rest of Asia through its past links with Spain and the United States, it is a nation that is unique and carefree. It is also home to the friendliest and happiest people in Asia. Filipinos are proud of what is quite possibly the continent's only true democracy.
The success of the Philippines is really success of democracy. The people of the Philippines prefer to have democratic development first. And right now, we see that as our democracy is maturing, that we're getting into the motions of now using this democracy for it to work for the everyday Filipino through using this democracy for economic development, for community empowerment through socio-economic development of the various communities in this country. I would say I'm so confident that 10 years, 20 years down the line, as development historians, we look at the Philippines in the context of Asia, that we will come out to be a very unique development model.
The government's main thrust of making the Philippines a competitive country in the global environment through various investments has been successful, and there is no better time to know the Philippine advantage.
We speak English, and barriers to trade are limited. In fact, we're advocates of free trade, and exchange of currencies are also would easily be very easy because we don't impose restrictions. There are no restrictions to bringing profits out of the Philippines.
The Philippine economy grew in 2009, supported by the continued expansion in overseas workers' remittances, a resilient business process outsourcing industry, and fiscal stimulus efforts. While GDP growth was stunted by the global financial crisis and weather-related loss of agricultural output, the future looks bright.
I really think that out of all Southeast Asian countries, the Philippines offers today probably the greatest potential, be it natural resources, be it this amazing human capital that's available, that is intelligent and English-speaking, and a government that is continue to try to develop itself towards the best international standards. I really believe that as this country moves ahead, it will attract more and more of the biggest international firms to establish themselves in a big way in this country.
Whether you are in the Philippines for business or pleasure, here at Budget we have just the vehicle for you. With us, your car rental needs are made easy. Budget drives your dollar further.
Where can you find fun and laughter, magic and smiles? A place perfect for both adults and children. Right here at the Enchanted Kingdom. We're located near Manila and would make a great day trip. From thrilling rides to spectacular performances, we have them all. Come, fill your day with joy, excitement, and wonder. Enchanted Kingdom. The magic stays with you.
Manila. Manic, chaotic, and alive. A passion play and an urban jungle in overdrive mode. This is where over 12 million Filipinos gravitate to, and the heart and soul of a nation in flux. For businessmen and investors, Manila is a corporate nirvana. The business district of Makati rivals the business districts of Singapore and Hong Kong in its capitalist buzz. The Philippines has rapidly emerged as India's main rival in the business process outsourcing, or BPO. Its positive track record in back-office services and a fluency in the English language has unleashed the nation's best-kept secret, its human capital. The Filipino workforce has become one of the country's biggest exports, a new breed of world-class service professionals. All over the world, from the United Arab Emirates to Hong Kong, Filipinos are in demand. It is Filipinos' intrinsic nature to care for their families and provide for them even if they are thousands of miles away.
We're very proud of our Filipino workers all over the world. They're very much in demand, and they contribute $17 billion every year to the Philippine economy. And while they're a big help to the Philippine economy, they should also think of their future so that when they come back to the Philippines, their future will also be secure here in the Philippines. And one way of doing that is for them to contribute regularly to their own social security, to the Philippine social security system. And we would also like to encourage their employers to help them do that or to encourage them to do that so they'll have better motivated and more secure Filipino workers in their own company.
The money overseas Filipino workers send back home through remittances are crucial to the economic growth of the country.
To date, the remittances average in the neighborhood of about $16 to $18 billion. That's the amount of money that the Filipinos are remitting back home to the Philippines. So that increases spending capacity in this country by about $18 billion. Now, this is not even a fraction of what they actually earn. The total earnings of our Filipinos overseas neighbor around $50 to $60 billion, which means we're only tapping approximately one-third to one-fourth of that value.
As Filipino workers become global, so do Filipino companies. More than ever, strong private enterprises are making a name abroad, bringing into light the strong work ethic and entrepreneurial expertise that the country is well known for.
It's high time now that the Philippines have to show the world more than what we can offer. We can export world-class management. And by virtue of what we have done the last 25 years, we have built up infrastructures here that could sustain a bigger, wider responsibility in terms of market and territories. And when I look at the Southeast Asian country where there's a lot of commonality, and I'm very convinced and confident that we can compete in that arena and we can compete successfully.
Here at the National Power Corporation, we have continuously succeeded in reaching our goal, providing the nation with reliable and high-quality electricity in main and off-grids and missionary areas. We adhere to global standards and boast of a satisfied customer base. We make optimum use of indigenous energy resources and ensure quality performance while protecting our environment. Contact us if you're interested to share our local knowledge and experience. The National Power Corporation, your partner.
The world is changing. There is a call for new ways of doing business driven by evolving customer demands. LBC Express Inc. recognizes the need for its business to evolve with the times. We have proven that we are the courier brand of choice by the Filipino people, a truly global Filipino company. We will offer cargo services from loose cargo to full container movement. We are able to deliver this by utilizing all available channels of transportation. Moreover, we can handle your domestic and international cargo movement in the same level of expertise. LBC Solutions will be investing in an integrated transportation system that will allow customers tracking of the movement of their cargo every step of the way. This will ensure reliability of our service so that we can be an integral part of your company's growth. We will constantly draw on our expertise not only to just meet, but also exceed your expectations. LBC Solutions, creating tomorrow's need today.
First job ko! Exciting! May sweldo na ako, buti may SSS. Para akong may savings. I feel secure. Kumpanya ang nag-aayos sa contribution ko. Ako at ang SSS magkabalikat sa buhay.
The Philippines is rich in natural resources, and projects have been underway for decades in the privatization of state-owned industries, particularly in the energy sector.
The energy sector is the most challenging and exciting sector nowadays, not only in the Philippines but in the entire world. This is because of recent developments in that particular sector where you see worldwide concern about energy security and the volatility of the price of energy. Our principal thrust is to assure ourselves of energy sufficiency, adequacy, through the development of alternative sources of energy.
The growth of the energy sector has mirrored the solid performance of the economy, and 2010 promises to be a banner year for the privatization of the country's remaining generation assets, with hydroelectric power holding the key.
There is still a lot of hydro resources that is available in the Philippines. Maybe more in smaller quantities, but certainly available. This is going to be making use more of this run-of-river type of hydro generation. And this certainly is very environmentally friendly, so to speak. And it will also, while bringing about the necessary energy that is needed, this will also have a minimal effect on the host communities, tapping renewable energy, which is basically clean energy. Then this is what I see as striking the balance between providing additional energy while sustaining environmental protection.
One of the Philippines' stumbling blocks in its road to development is a road and communications infrastructure highly in need of modernization. But with the help of the private sector, things are slowly changing.
We've all noticed that there's been a lot of privatization, so a lot of private companies are stepping up and helping boost up the infrastructure all throughout the country. So I think the telco companies have deployed cell phone networks, 3G networks, cable TV. We've built new roadways and power companies to help build up that infrastructure. We're stepping up on the logistics sides of empowering more entrepreneurs to do business, not necessarily in Metro Manila, but in the provinces where costs could be a little cheaper. There is a shortage of infrastructure, but I think the private sector will resolve that shortage.
With thousands of diverse islands, the Philippines offers more than the usual when it comes to culture. Here are some of the most popular destinations in the country. At number 5 is the walled city of Intramuros. At its height, Intramuros instilled fear in Spain's enemies as a mighty European city, the only one of its kind in Asia. At number 4 is Palawan. It is in this province that the Philippines offers an elusive feeling of discovery. The country's most sparsely populated region is also its most bewitching. The Ilocos region, in the northernmost tip of Luzon, makes it to number 3 of our list. Vigan in Ilocos Sur is Asia's best well-preserved planned Spanish colonial town. Poway Church in Ilocos Norte is a classic example of the Spanish Baroque style common throughout the islands. At number 2 is the island paradise of Boracay. Considered by many to be the most beautiful white sand beach in the world, Boracay does not disappoint. And what tops our list? The rice terraces of the Philippine Cordilleras. Through sacred traditions and a delicate social balance, the Ifugao have helped to create a landscape of great beauty that expresses the harmony between humankind and the environment. The Philippines welcomes tourists from all over the world, coming for their medical and leisure needs. The Philippines has been growing as a tourist destination of choice for health and vacation because of its world-class physicians, modern technology, and a uniquely Filipino brand of caring and compassion at great values for money at a fraction of the cost in developed countries.
We're very much into the medical tourism program. Where we have strengthened this program, in fact, and we've put more players into the program. And we have many private medical centers, well-renowned. I believe the quality of care that they provide is up to par and much more affordable.
Look at the beautiful Filipino people, and you will see the physical traces of its Asian, American, and Latin heritage. While most medical specialties address physical health, cosmetic surgery is unique in the way it uses physical improvement to benefit psychological health and is a booming industry in the country.
Actually, the Philippines is very first world when it comes to cosmetic surgery. In a lot of ways, we're way ahead of the United States or Europe sometimes. Cosmetic surgery here is no longer taboo. It's actually become a status symbol. Other people think it's something to aspire to. As far as affordability is concerned, if we compare prices, for example, to the US, it's about 1/3 to 1/2. So a lot of patients come here to the Philippines and have their whole body done for what they would have paid for a breast job in the US.
The Philippines is now one of Southeast Asia's leaders in cosmetic surgery, hastened by advances in medical technology and a sensitivity to the needs of Asian clients.
The Philippines is a great place to have cosmetic surgery done because as far as technology is concerned, we're really up to par with the rest of the world. We know Asian skin a lot better than any Caucasian doctor because 90% of our population does that. Asian skin hyperpigments, that's the problem. Anything you do, whether it be a Fraxel laser, and we know how to prevent that, and we know how to get the best results for whatever you do. Price-wise, it's very reasonable here. So since you're not sick and you need to recover, you can go to Boracay and have a massage every day and just relax while you're recovering.
Filipinos are some of the happiest people on earth. How can a country with extreme poverty and prone to daily struggle produce such optimistic people? The secret lies in the Latin Asian idea that all things shall pass and that life should be lived. And the concept of family as the basic unit of society is evident everywhere, which is why shopping malls and theme parks are always full of them.
We have started already the theme park industry, and so now I guess the Filipinos have the opportunity to enjoy a real theme park. It is safe, it is family-oriented, and of course the Filipinos have excellent quality service because they're naturally hospitable, they're naturally focused on customers. So definitely it is great to be here, and of course the theme park industry now is booming here in the Philippines.
It brings to another level the kind of amusement that is now available in the country. Whereas the Philippines in the past had amusement parks and also had carnivals, now the theme park concept is here because we're able to transport our guests into different times and places that they haven't been before, and it brings them some sort of into a dream world, bringing them out of reality and forgetting their everyday problems and challenges.
Adventure tourism is also on the rise. For something beyond the ordinary, the Philippines doesn't disappoint.
Certainly, the Philippines is it should be the destination for this adventure tourism. We got all the resources we have here. Notwithstanding about the specific locations we have here for spelunking, for waterfalls, for rock climbing, for hang gliding, all this natural beauty or natural, I would say, natural facility, so to speak, it's already given.
We know Asia by heart. The Primer Group is your doorway to quality retail and distribution, bringing the world closer to our customers. In the Philippines, Primer Group is composed of companies focusing on consumer products, industrial products, and services. The company has established itself as a mover and shaker in its chosen areas, as it is continually striving to provide the best products and services to its clients. Not content to rest on its laurels, Primer is continually searching for partners to help push the envelope in style and service in the Asian region. Proudly Filipino, the Primer Group.
Kahit malayo ako, ang SSS ay katuwang ko din sa pag-iipon para sa pamilya ko. Madali lang ang pag-impok sa internet, on time ako sa contribution ko. Ako at ang SSS, magkabalikat sa buhay.
Welcome to Bello Medical Group, where we believe in making people beautiful. Come, let our ambassadress of beauty work her magic on you. We have a wide array of treatment options available for every desire.
I like going to Bello because it's a one-stop shop of beauty here in the Philippines. I like their services because they make me feel at home. They have changed me physically and have boosted my self-esteem.
Whatever your beauty dream, we'll make it come true. Bello Medical Group.
The Philippines is just so blessed with all of the natural beauty and the natural wealth of this country that it can offer something to everyone, right? And that's really how we've been able to position the Philippines differently for different markets. That's how we've been able to position the Philippines differently for different people. Because again, one thing I've learned here is that people travel for different reasons. And the Philippines just has that capability because of the blessings it has to tailor-make the Philippines for the individual traveler.
Right now, it's very easy to travel within the Philippines. We have the Pan-Philippine Highway, or we call it the Maharlika Highway. It's about 3,500 kilometers of network of roads, bridges, and ferries.
A visit to the Philippines is really going to be an experience. I've traveled a lot, and as I travel more, I realize what the Philippines can really give and how beautiful it is. And of course, the people. If there's anything, you should really open your hearts to the Filipino people, because it will be an experience you will never forget.
And if it's resorts you are after, then look no further than the island of Boracay, where international hotel chains are changing the landscape and raising the bar of standards in luxury tourism.
I think Boracay has become famous because it's got a bit of everything, and it's now become a destination of choice of both the Filipinos and the regional tourism due to its diverse facilities and its beautiful people and beautiful scenery. I think the keys to a luxury resort is that it must have all the elements of good food, great service, obviously comfortable rooms and be a destination in itself. It should have its own spa, it should have beautiful beaches, it should have luxurious pools, and plenty for the customers to do. So it should be just a destination within itself, so the guests have the choice of staying within the resort or also going out and experiencing the local culture.
World of Wonders. This is the slogan for the Department of Tourism.
Well, the Philippines is more than the usual experience. It has all the islands for your moods. And if you're looking for, you know, a cosmopolitan charm, we have it. A rural charm, we have it. You know, but there's one thing common in all of this, and that is there will be a spontaneous hospitality and warmth and festiveness that will welcome you in the Philippines.
A strategic location in Asia, quality human resources, reliable business infrastructure support, and a liberal economy open to foreign investment. This is the Philippine advantage.
We'd like you to come to the Philippines, invest in our country, in tourism, mining, and other endeavors.
And come see the Philippines, enjoy it, and I'm sure that you wouldn't want to leave.